First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and a sincere salutation to you, Akim and you, Aqua, to believe in all sincerity. I want to read this, I guess it's a tweet, but it's speaking about the bridge in Baltimore that was hit by a cargo ship. Okay, and it's revealing some information that it may not be what people think. Okay, so let's go ahead and read and get some scriptures. It says multiple intel sources. Baltimore bridge collapse was an absolutely brilliant strategic attack on U.S. critical infrastructure, most likely cyber, and our intel agencies know it. In information warfare terms, they just divided the U.S. along the Mason-Dixon line exactly like the Civil War. Second busiest strategic roadway in the nation for hazardous material, now down 4 or 5 years, which is how long they say it will take to recover. So that strategic roadway is now down. Okay, it was used to move hazardous material, but it's going to take 4 to 5 years to recover. It says bridge was built specifically to move hazardous material, fuel, diesel, propane gas, nitrogen, highly flammable materials, chemicals, and oversized cargo that cannot fit in the tunnels. That supply chain now crippled. Make no mistake, this was an extraordinary attack in terms of planning, timing, and execution. The two critical components on the bridge are the two load-bearing pylons on each end, closest to the shore. They are bigger, thicker, and deeper than anything else. These are the anchor points, and they knew that hitting either one of them would be a fatal wound to the integrity of the bridge. Half a mile of bridge went in the river. Likely you will have to build a new one. Also caused so much damage to the structural integrity of the bottom concrete part of that you cannot see and won't know until they take the wreckage apart. Structural destruction likely absolute. Okay, attack perfectly targeted. They have figured out how to bring us down. As long as you stay away from the teeth of the U.S. military, you can pick the U.S. apart. We are arrogant and ignorant, lethal combination. Obama said they would fundamentally change America, and they did. We are in a free fall ride on a roller coaster right now. No brakes, just picking up speed. The footage shows the cargo ship never got in the approach lane in the channel. You have to be in the channel before you get into that turn. Location was precise, deliberate, chose a bend in the river where you have to slow down and commit yourself. Once you're committed in that area, there's not enough room to maneuver. Should have had a harbor pilot to pilot the boat. You are not supposed to traverse any obstacles without the harbor pilot. They chose a full moon so they would have maximum tidal shift, rise and fall, brisk flow in that river on a normal day, and have had a lot of rain recently, so water was already moving along at a good pace. Hit it with enough kinetic energy to knock the load-bearing pylon out from under the highway, which fatally weakens the span, and then 50% of the bridge fell into the water. All these factors, when you look at it, this is how you teach people how to do this type of attack, and there are so few people left in the system who know this. We have a junior varsity team on the field. Tremendous navigational obstruction. Huge logistical nightmare to clean this up. Number of dead is tragic, but not the whole measure of the attack. That kind of bridge constantly under repair, always at night because there is so much traffic, and they cannot obstruct that during the day. So concern is for repair guys who are on foot, out of their vehicles, working, who may now be in the water, 48 degrees at most at this time of year. When you choke off Baltimore, you have to cut the main north-south hazardous corridor, I-95, in half. Now has to go around the city or go somewhere else. To move some of that cargo through the tunnel, you may be able to get a permit, but those are slow to get and require an escort system that is expensive and has to be done at night. For every $100 that goes into the city, $12 comes from shipping. Believe this will cripple the city of Baltimore at a time when they do not have the resources to recover. Okay, so this was a tweet. And, they're basically picking apart how this could have happened. All right. There's another video right here that you can check out from Next News. It's entitled "Shocking Video Exposes Truth Behind Viral Bridge Explosion Hoax." Because you can see the ship right here. It's hitting right into the pylon. Okay. and basically the lights cut off like twice. Then you can see smoke, right, at the top left of the screen. So, you know, people are asking, well, why did the lights cut off twice? Why did the ship not commit to a full turn? Okay, and why was there smoke? Okay, what's going on? You know, and this is a brilliant strategic attack on U.S. critical infrastructure, as it says here, because it stops the hazardous material like fuel, diesel, propane, gas, nitrogen, highly flammable materials, and chemicals. Okay, from to be moved. All right, they have to either go around or go through the tunnel, which they need a permit. Okay, so this damages Baltimore. All right, to fix it, people have to be underwater and it's very cold. And that's gonna be hard, right? Because you gotta do it underwater. So this was an attack. All right. And who has to gain from this? All right. But Esau, because in this video right here, the guy says it wasn't terrorism. So then what was it? Let's see. It's good to go to the transcript. Let's see. It's good to read the transcript as well. It says here, sources at 8:55, sources believe the incident was a brilliant executed strategic attack, likely carried out through cyber means. She argues the attack has effectively divided the nation along the Mason-Dixon line and crippled a vital supply chain for hazardous materials. Logan highlights several factors that suggest the incident was a deliberate act, including the ship's failure to enter the approach lane, the timing during a full moon to maximize tidal, okay, which we read in that little tweet. Explosion on the Francis Scott Key Ridge was a hoax, but the real story goes beyond just a tragic accident. A deliberate attack on U.S. critical infrastructure raises serious questions about our nation's vulnerability and the potential for targeted strikes to cause widespread harm in a world where misinformation spreads rapidly. It is crucial that we verify facts before sharing. At the same time, we must remain vigilant. And, it was a year or 2 years ago when we found that a bunch of food factories were going up in smoke. So it's not unlikely that, Esau's not doing this to further cripple the economy, to cause disruption, to cause chaos, because that's how this Edomite likes to rule, through chaos. All right. This is 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Okay. The Lord reveals these things, through the internet. And that's why they want to get rid of the internet. Devices.
Strong's G 3540. Naima.
An evil purpose. All right. An evil purpose. Right. We're not ignorant of Satan's evil purposes. And we know that the Edomites are doing the bidding of Satan, okay, in the flesh. All right. This is Psalm 7. Behold, he travaileth with iniquity, and hath conceived mischief, and brought forth falsehood. And that's what these Edomites do. They travail with iniquity. All right. They go to and fro, just like Satan, seeing what they can, what they can destroy, what they can, what device they can come about with.
Strong's H 2254. Chavel.
Right,
Chavel.
to bring forth, travail. All right, they bring forth all manner of iniquity, and it's not like Esau's not trying to collapse the system, all right, so they can bring in the MOTB, and cause famines and whatnot. They do these type of things, because obviously that ship would deliberately hit that bridge. Behold, he travaileth or bringeth forth with iniquity, and hath conceived mischief. Right now, we see what has been done and brought forth falsehood, and then people want to say that it was an accident when really they say it was cyber. It was done, from it was probably steered the boat from afar away. All right. It says, I want to bring this out. Isaiah 33, woe to thee that spoilest, and thou wast not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. And that's what they're doing. They're dealing treacherously. Let's get this word treacherously.
Strong's H898. By Gad.
Right.
By Gad.
They're deceitfully. Right here, what? In the Strong's definition, figuratively, to act covertly. Deal deceitfully. Because there's something they're not telling people. And dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee. And ultimately, America, okay, is going to be dealt with treacherously, because ultimately, the things that they're doing is going to cause nations to go to war with them, and their own allies are also going to destroy America as well. So when they cease to spoil, right, thou shalt be spoiled, because they went to other countries and had all kinds of operations and dealt treacherously and spoiled their goods, and now they rule, by their wine. But America's through, them, and all their little operations that they've done all over the world to gain power and control and to manipulate the media and the masses. Okay, all for gain. They're about done. Esau's, his power is about to be taken away from him. That's why the scriptures say, how often is the candle of the wicked put out? This is the book of Psalms 64. All right. And fit 5, they encourage themselves in the evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? They think no one sees them. But it's funny how this information seems to it gets leaked, because they're done. They're done. Shameful spewing is on their glory. And the Lord is not letting them prevail. They're just being exposed. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep. So they're searching out iniquities. They're accomplishing a diligent search. They're seeing how they can, bring about the demise of America, because they want to rule through chaos. They want to rule, okay, by collapsing the system, bringing about this MOTB, and having this false way of being, this false life. All right, because they know they're about done. They know they're through. The thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep, right? So everyone who's involved in these little operations, man, their mind is just bent on world domination. By wicked means. It says, the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. So shall they make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. Okay, so we're going to be destroyed. That third world's war, the Lord is coming. Okay, and their own tongue is going to fall upon themselves, and that's why Esau's discovering himself with the and all praises for the internet. It says, and all men shall fear and shall declare the work of the Most High, for they shall wisely consider of his doing. You see? They shall wisely consider of his doing. The righteous shall be glad in Yahweh and shall trust in him, and all the upright in heart shall glory. And it's a glorious thing to be, handed this information. Because the masses, they get handed information, but they don't know what to do with it. They sure as hell don't know how to report it. Especially through this word, because this is prophecy that these devils would do these type of things. But Lord willing, this was edifying. All right, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rukakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and a sincere salutation to you, Akim and you, Aqua, to believe in all sincerity. Shalom.